Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. So today we are making ketchup, okay? But before we start the recipe, I would love to acknowledge Uzon's Kitchen for inspiring this very recipe. Yes, I have so many recipes on ketchup which I am here to share with you guys. This is not the way I make my ketchup on a normal, but after watching her video I was inspired. I said, okay, let me try this her recipe, and it came out so sumptuous, okay, and I decided to share, guys. So let's get into it. So if you're meeting us for the first time, my name is Chex and you're highly and humbly welcome back to my channel. So let's make this ketchup together. Pour in your carefully selected tomatoes into a pot and boil. You need very fresh tomatoes for this, guys, because the fresher your tomatoes, the tastier your ketchup, okay? So don't compromise this. Don't go and use any soft tomatoes. Make sure you have ripe, strong tomatoes for this, okay? Now you're going to boil it until the skin starts coming out. As you can see already, from the ones I am bringing out from the pot now, the skin is already pulling out. So the whole essence of boiling it is for you to be able to remove the skin. You don't need the skin in this recipe, okay? So go ahead and bring out all your tomatoes and keep it one side to cool. After your tomatoes have cooled down a bit or completely, you go ahead and start removing the skin. I almost forgot what it's called. You go ahead and start removing the skin, okay? And then also remove the seed. You want something very smooth, okay? We are making ketchup, not literally tomato paste, so this has to be extra smooth. That's why we are taking these extra steps and measures. Look at the amount of skin that came out of these very few tomatoes, guys, and see how thick it is. Very strong. So most times if you don't have a strong blender, it might not do justice to this if you decided to blend it with the skin though, but it is just not advisable, especially in this particular recipe, okay? So go ahead and remove the seed and then put them right into the blender. There's something else I had added, okay? I am not doing Uzom's recipe completely. Of course, you know, Checks. This is my kitchen, guys, so I always have my way around it. I'm gonna twist it here and there, and at the end of the day we came out with something yummy and even more delicious. Just keep watching, guys. Just because I want my ketchup to be very spicy, I'm going in with 3 cloves of garlic. I'm going to add ginger, and there is another thing I added right into this, guys, just because I wanted it to be more yummy and more nutritious, guys. So that's the little twist I have around my own recipe. And guys, oh come on, you won't believe the outcome. It was so super delicious. Like I quickly prepared a salad that I ate with this. Just don't worry, just keep watching, guys. Just because I can, and I wanted that lush look, okay, that rich color, I went ahead to add a few cubes of beetroots, guys. So I added it directly and blended them together, guys. the beetroot did magic to this. Like, it took it to another level. As always, you know, I'm a huge fan of beets, so beets is one of the things that you will always find in my kitchen. So I add it here and there in most of my recipes, and it comes out so good, guys. So in all you're doing, if you have beets around, please add it to this recipe. It will make it richer and bring it out more for you. Let's now prepare the thickener. In a plate, you go in with a spoon of sugar, guys, like is a teaspoon. Then you go in with your 2 spoons of flour. I used corn flour here, cornstarch rather. Then you go in with a pinch of salt. Combine all the dry ingredients and add the little water to mix it very well. Add a little bit of apple cider vinegar or any type of vinegar you have, just for that extra taste and flavor. Since we are done prepping everything that we need for this ketchup, it's time to start cooking it, okay? So in a pot, pour in your blended tomato paste and start boiling it down further. You're not necessarily trying to remove moist or whatever, but you are trying to cook it at this point, okay? And then watch the consistency as well. Turn it consistently, don't allow it to burn. By no means this should not burn. So as it's boiling, you're turning it until you get the consistency that you want. It's time to add our thickener. So you bring in your mixed thickener and add it to the boiling tomato paste and continue stirring. At this point, I will advise you to increase your speed of stirring it. If not, the thickener might start forming lumps and you won't like it because you might not be able to control it again, okay? Once it is fully combined, you take it off the heat and your ketchup is ready. Like I told you guys, I quickly prepared the salad that I used this ketchup on. See, the sweetest part of this recipe is that you know exactly what you're consuming at a time. It's not like you don't know exactly what you're eating, okay? So I think that's the fulfillment and that's the satisfaction around this recipe. So thank you guys for sticking around with me till this point, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Until next time, Chex loves you. Bye.